You or somebody you love is exploring senior living communities in Santa Barbara, the options can feel very overwhelming. There's independent living, assisted living, memory care, life care communities, and each one has something very different to offer. And choosing that right path often involves financial decisions, housing transitions, and family conversations, and often very difficult conversations. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through how senior living communities in Santa Barbara actually work and how families can begin evaluating the right option. Hi, I'm Melissa Tierney. I'm a realtor here in Santa Barbara, and I'm a certified Keller Williams real estate planner and senior transition specialist here in Santa Barbara. I got my start in real estate by downsizing my grandmother, and doing that work just continued, and that's the journey that I'm on. So my role, as I know it, every day I work with seniors and their families to help navigate major housing transitions, and that includes downsizing, making decisions on retirement housing, and selling homes that have been held in the family for a long time. Many of the families I work with begin exploring senior living communities long before they actually make a move. And I hope that's the case for everybody. But understanding the options early on makes the entire process much easier. Most families don't start researching a senior living community until something begins to change. Sometimes it's a safety concern, sometimes the home just becomes too difficult to maintain, and sometimes it's simply the realization that living alone may no longer provide the social connection or support that somebody needs and or wants. Many Santa Barbara homeowners have lived in their homes for decades, and those homes often hold tremendous emotional value, but they can also become very physically demanding to maintain. There's landscaping, there's stairs, there's large floor plans, and ongoing repairs that gradually become overwhelming. So, senior living communities offer an alternative that combines housing, social opportunities, and support services in one environment. But the key to understanding which type of community fits your situation best. The first category to know is there are independent living communities, and independent living is designed for active seniors who do not need daily medical support but want the convenience of a community environment. And so a lot of these communities tend to offer things like private apartments or private villas. There are certainly dining options built in for them. There's a lot of social activities. If you tour one of these communities, definitely look at the activities calendar. They will usually have something for transportation services, whether it's to doctor's appointments and or shopping that they plan for group transport. And then there's also housekeeping, linen service, and changing of the linens. There's a lot of things in there. But the goal is to remove most of these responsibilities of home ownership while still allowing the resident to live independently. And many residents choose independent living because they want that social lifestyle and simply desire fewer responsibilities to maintain life. And the next level of support is going to be assisted living. Assisted living communities provide help with certain activities of daily living, always referred to as ADLs. These things can include medication management, assistance with bathing and dressing, toileting, and other things, mobility support, daily meals, and supervision. Residents still maintain a level of independence, but the support of another person is available when needed so that that senior can still maintain the ADLs that they do have. So for many families, assisted living provides that peace of mind because loved ones have access to help if something changes. Another important category is memory care. Memory care is designed specifically for individuals experiencing cognitive conditions such as Alzheimer's or other forms of dementia. And these communities provide a very next level of care. There's specialized care staff, there's an extra secure environment, there's more structured routines, programs designed for cognitive support. Families can often begin researching memory care when they notice changes in memory, safety awareness, or just daily functioning. These communities focus on creating a safe and supportive environment that are specifically tailored to those needs. So Santa Barbara also has several life care retirement communities, sometimes called continuing care retirement communities. And these communities offer multiple levels of care, all those levels of care that I just mentioned, but on the same campus. Residents may begin in independent living and transition into assisted living or memory care later if their needs change, and which provides for a lot more of a smoother transition on the senior loved one as or if their needs change. Life care communities often operate using a buy-in model with with a payback structure that is amortized over time. And this is where residents make an initial entrance payment and then pay monthly fees for the services that they need. So communities like Casa Dorinda and Valle Verde are examples of this model in Santa Barbara. And the advantage here is continuity. Residents can stay in that same community even as their care needs evolve. So there's a lot to unpack here, and understandably so. So choosing that right senior living option is very rarely a quick decision. Families often consider several factors. There's the level of independence, there's lifestyle preferences, healthcare needs, financial planning, and certainly proximity to family is also very important. Many families also begin these conversations while evaluating what to do with the family home, especially if somebody has lived there for decades. So understanding that full picture of both housing and real estate helps families to make more important and more informed decisions. And that was certainly the case with my family, which is how I got into being in real estate. So if you are exploring senior living communities in Santa Barbara, the most important step is to understand what the options available are. And every family's situation is unique. And the right solution definitely depends on lifestyle, care needs, and long-term planning. So in the next video, I'll walk through some of the best retirement communities in Santa Barbara and what makes each one unique. Follow me to that next one, and on your way out, definitely give my video a thumbs up if you found it valuable. See you in the next.